Yeah.
Looks like Pink is up 1 game over Andy. Leo is up 1 game over Apache. Blazing Pasta is fighting Lunch Eater right now. I've heard the name before, but I'm unfamiliar. But looks like we'll have to see how that game turns out. But in the meantime, we're going to see how this set goes out between Seggo and Pancake Mix. Pancake Mix, one of the OGs on the Michelangelo, was playing it day one pretty much. Was there when the Infinites were a thing. Was there when SmashCon decided to absolutely ruin his game plan and tell him he had to find a new character in 12 hours. But he was able to bounce back from that. Really great player. And then on the opposite end of that, you got Seggo, who ended up doing super well at Genesis. I believe took 4th overall. Yeah. Took 4th overall. Absolutely destroyed the West in the team battle, or the crew battle, because even though I don't want to talk about that, and I've erased most of that from my memory. But Blackamore, I want to ask you, what do you think of this matchup for Pancake and Zim? Even though we just saw Pancake totally eradicate a stock from Seggo.
Well, I think the Mikey players may be a bit upset. I don't think it's impossible for Mikey. Definitely has some hitboxes that definitely can contest with Zim's doing. But at the same time, though, of course, Zim, I definitely would say, has the advantage in this matchup for sure. But I think Megan should definitely fight back. It's just that just getting in on Zim, that's the big eternal problem, right? But I think he has a couple of tools to help with that. Down B can help get him through projectiles. Nair can help space around things. At the same time, though, Seggo's so explosive, get the double downer KO on Pancake Mix.
Yeah, Zim, one of the characters, along with Helga, who was able to keep that double dare. Still such a great tool coming out. And Pancake, Mikey, big body, gets comboed really easily. I do absolutely agree that Zim does have the advantage in this matchup. But Mikey does have that range that he can use to his advantage. And we're seeing that right now, is able to get that kill. Now we're back at a dead even game.
Yeah, we saw it there. If the Mikey player can get their combo setups off on Zim, it can definitely help even the odds a little bit in their favor. At the same time, it's definitely a hard-fought matchup for Mikey, though.
I also think Pancake, out of all the Mikeys, has the best use of pizza. He uses that projectile liberally, or he has a very liberal use of it. That's not a word. What the hell am I smoking? He has a very liberal use of it and uses it effectively to essentially put his opponents in a situation where they have to make a decision. And most of the time, Pancake has this really great ability to read the situation, know what they're going to go for, and get a punish off of them. And we've seen it this game.
Right, yeah, most definitely. I didn't even think about that, but you're definitely right. You definitely notice that Pancake Mix definitely gets a lot more used to the other pieces than the other Mikeys. It's a very interesting thing to have in neutral for sure. Definitely helps them, in terms of getting in on opponents. But I don't know about a character like Zim, though, man. He definitely has the better projectile in the projectile wars here with Gur.
No doubt about that. One thing, though, I mean, it's hard to beat out Gur. Gur is just the best projectile in the game as it stands right now. But we're seeing Pancake throw out that Nair, and the great thing about that Nair in a lot of matchups specifically is that it's disjointed. In all matchups, it's disjointed. So he's able to get rid of it without any cause for alarm or not put himself in any danger.
Yeah, for sure. As long as you don't get your hands hit by hitboxes on the Mikey stuff, I mean, the normal's range just helps a lot for sure. He's getting a lot of Maja there right now. Edge guard, Seggo, let's go the edge too early though. That's very crucial.
The crucial mistake, and that's going to cost him the game. Pancake put up a really great fight there, but Seggo has described himself in a way where he says, "I'm the Invader Zim that holds W."
Thinking about it, that's probably pretty accurate, right? I think he's always been the most offensive player with his character, which can be a very interesting thing to play against, especially if you're not used to playing offense with him. I think that's actually kind of really what I'd say is probably the best way for him to play right now, in my opinion, just because, he can kind of do everything, but at the same time, though, it's like, when you can do everything, I think you should probably veer more towards the direction of what's really good in the meta right now. And what's strong is, that offense using a two-prong offense, rather, using the Zim himself, Gur, to help get in the mix-ups on Gur, as well as using those disjoints as well, to find holes in the defense.
And finding those holes in the defense he will have to do. Pancake, looks like we're getting the costume switch, so hopefully he'll get a power up from that. Also, when you were saying like the most offensive Zim, I thought you said offensive for a minute, because anybody who plays Zim, it is a little bit offensive. But regardless, Seggo doing some really great work since Genesis and continuing his work. One thing to note about Seggo as well is he is a top Rivals of Aether's player. Very well known in the community, one of the best on his character. I can't remember off the top of my head what he plays. But Pancake too has really made a name for himself in this community. One of the kind of the first figureheads, I would say, that people kind of latched on to. Him, Pink, and Mirror Man, kind of the big three from SmashCon.
He was like the first to get sponsored, by the way, so still
he was the first. Yeah, definitely the first to get sponsored, and still doing some great work with that sponsorship. I believe no quarrels there, and we're seeing him compete a little bit more. He definitely plays more offline events than online, but when you have this kind of a prize pool, there's no way you can avoid it.
Kind of prize pool, this kind of competition, man. I could definitely, as a competitor, I think both the prize pool and the competition are very tempting to, get into for sure.
Very tempting to get into for sure, and Seggo was tempted right there. Almost got the double there, but Pancake reacted better this time and was able to fortunately avoid that, keep his stock. That would have been a pretty bad position to be in. One thing with Pancake is we're seeing right now, he hasn't really been getting those dare loops that Mikey is known for, which I think it might be something with Zim that makes it harder. I'm not sure. One thing that is hard to contend with is that snare, though. It's going to take his stock. Pancake had no resources left. He had no jump. He was just stuck in the the end lag of that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Or hit stun, excuse me.
Right. I definitely like how Pancake makes his playing neutral overall. Definitely being careful with projectiles, snaring them at the opposite end of the hitbox. And bounces out before strong, but finds the air down strong anyway. Even stock situation.
Very even indeed. But Pancake at 108. One thing about both of the turtles is that they are fat as hell and they will live forever. So hopefully Pancake is able to use that to his advantage, and we're seeing that right now. Already at 43%, but not able to get much more off of that.
Right, yeah. The turtles definitely, if you don't edge guard them especially, it can be very rough. Ooh, finds an early push off the combo. Okay, Pancake Mix has a lead right now, but might be short-lived. Dodges a smart plug.
That was a really impressive play coming out from Pancake Mix. Really great awareness of what's going on around him. Great game knowledge there, too.
Most definitely. Ooh, but Seggo finds the smart club again right now. Last stock situation. Still very doable.
It's still very doable for Pancake. He just has to play very, very patiently here. He has to really watch his approaches. He has to really watch his edge guards. And right now we're seeing that at the sledge situation. You can see Pancake is just threatening that. Seggo really trying to go for that Gur. Not able to get anything off of it, though. Gur is still all the way on the right side of the stage. I feel like it's just in a state where it just won't die. Oh, man, I thought he used his recovery there.
It's just the wall that Pancake Mix managed to put up in the edge guard is so impressive. At the same time, Seggo manages to fall his way back. And right now, he has the wall on the left himself. And no jump!
Oh, no! No, not quite. Oh, if that was a heavy up strong, that would have been it. That might be it, though. Not quite. Seggo with the really great momentum cancel is going to be able to live that. We're seeing Pancake just play so passive right now. Just throwing out his neutral tools in such a really great way.
He's being so careful right now for sure.
Uh-oh. The game's frozen.
Oh, no. Game frozen.
Oh, no.
I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Creastab! Oh, Seggo is spiking
don't think it's
to
on my
900 ping. No, it's Seggo. Oh, yeah. It looks like Seggo crashed. His game crashed.
Yep, that's...
So
that looks like a one stock each situation. They were pretty close.
For sure.
They were pretty close. I mean, it's not my tournament, but I would give the win to Pancake in that situation.
Probably.
But Yeah, just considering the circumstances, like it was so close to call.
So you say you're gonna give the win to Nick?
Wait, Pancake. Wait, Pancake is saying it was Seggo's game.
Let's see what the players think. 'Cause if Seggo agrees. Looks like a squibble is lurking in my lobby.
Nice. 6-minute time. Do not let the technical difficulties distract you from the amazing Nickelodeon gameplay. Go on for sure. That was a pretty stacked stat. And just waiting on word of what the players will do. Seems like Seggo's coming back here though, so I can imagine it will be continued either way. Looks like they're giving the game 2-2 Pancake Mix, so there's 1-1 in the set right now. Waldo, Freestyle, are you there? Hello. Hi. Making sure. For sure. Waldo, you live? Waldo? Oh, well, RIP.
Sorry, guys, I'm in the middle of something. I'll be right back.
Oh, for sure. No problem.
I will be the commentator.
Let's go, Freestyle commentary. What do you thought of this match so far?
My thoughts is it's pretty even. These guys are pretty familiar with each other. They teamed with each other in doubles, and now they're facing out with each other in singles. This matchup, I can't say I'm super familiar with, but them I know is definitely a top tier character. Oh boy, I like to see this.
Oh boy, this should be very interesting. Stop should fly very fast on here, especially with light characters like Zim right now.
Oh man, I come back to sewers.
There, you love to see it.
Oh, God. Sorry about that. My dog
I'm jamming, I'm slamming.
My dog was freaking out. We got new neighbors, and of course she had to yell at them and scream at them, even though they're totally nice people. But of course I go back to meeting nice neighbors to going right into my least favorite stage, which is the sewers. A lot of people have advocated for this stage being legal, to which I say,
myself included. Yes, sir.
I agree. No, I totally agree with it. I hate this stage, but you know there needs to be balance. I can't have for every Urkin Armada there has to be a sewer slum, you know.
Spitting. That's my guy spitting right now.
Exactly. Anyone who says Urkin Armada is a bad stage, you're whack.
Urkin Armada is definitely kind of a bad stage, low key.
You probably think Revival is the best Eminem album.
I like the reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
right?
I definitely also like the stage pick for Seggo as well. You can just tell he just controls so much space a lot easier than Mikey's matchup. It just comes down to, you know, Mikey has a lot of range, but his hitboxes also extend a lot more on his normals than Seggo, so you just have to play it safe, and yeah, he just kind of gets so much work done. It's looking like, yeah. The game makes
Pancake. Pancake famously hates this stage, so I'm not very surprised with that. Seggo is going to take that game 3 definitively, a definitive 4 stock. I guess, I don't know if Pancake forgot if that stage was legal or if he just didn't really care for it to ban it, but just that stage against characters like Zim or pre-patch PTM or Nigel or pre-patch PTM, you just never want to go there.